Hey, good Monday afternoon, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. I'm Nick Oresko. Busy date out on the roads. Christmas now just 2 days away. Let's get a look at traffic right now with meteorologist Brian Lapis. Somewhat busier for this time of afternoon, Brian.
Yeah, but luckily things seem to be moving along smoothly. Let's take a look at the map and we'll show you up and down I-91 from Greenfield to Long Meadow. No significant slowdowns, and the same for the Pike. I was really expecting to see some sort of backup in the usual spot here between Brimfield and Charlton, but so far no problems. And of course, west of the Pike, we're also in fine shape. Let's take a look at temperatures. Very chilly this morning. Temperatures still well below average, low 20s as we speak. 21 Northampton, 23 in Greenfield, 22 in Orange, and our clouds and radar showing nice wedge of clear air right now. However, there are some snow showers off to our west. They're going to play a role in our weather later on this evening and overnight. We'll talk about it with our 22 News Storm Team Skycast.
The man accused of killing UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson on a Manhattan street pleaded not guilty this morning to New York State murder charges. The 11-count indictment includes 3 murder charges, including murder as an act of terrorism for Luigi Mangione. If convicted, he faces a maximum sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole. This morning's arraignment was the second court appearance in New York for Mangione since he was arrested. He also faces a 4-count federal criminal complaint charging him with stalking and killing Thompson. He has not yet been asked to enter a plea to those charges. President Joe Biden has announced that he will reduce dozens of death row inmate sentences. Clemency will be granted to 37 of the 40 federal inmates facing death sentences. Their sentences will be reduced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. 3 inmates did not receive clemency, including Boston Marathon bomber Dzhokhar Tsarnaev. This all comes just before Donald Trump will return to the Oval Office with a promise to restart federal executions. The House Ethics Committee has accused Matt Gaetz of paying women, including a 17-year-old girl, for sex and buying and using illicit drugs, all while he was a member of Congress. The report includes details of sex-filled parties and vacations that Gaetz took part in while representing Florida's Western Panhandle. The findings conclude that he violated multiple state laws related to sexual misconduct while in office. Gaetz has denied any wrongdoing and filed a lawsuit today trying to block the report's release. Well, today is the deadline for people in Massachusetts to enroll in health insurance plans that will start the first of the year. It's also the deadline for existing connector members to make changes to their coverage. Massachusetts requires everyone to carry health insurance or potentially face a state tax penalty. During open enrollment, anyone who needs health insurance can get covered. Back now with meteorologist Brian Lapis. Some mood snow is possible.
Yeah, after a cold start this morning, we got a little bit of light snow on the way in here during the wee hours of tomorrow morning. By the way, in case you're curious, we got down to 1 degree this morning at Westover Air Reserve Base in Chicopee, 3 below at Westfield and Orange, and 9 below in North Adams. All right, back to the here and now, and you can see here that we've got clear air over the valley as we speak, and we've got snow off to the west. Let's take a look at how all of this comes together. So there's clouds that will be increasing here as the sun sets, and there is the chance for some flurry activity here this evening. Notice 9 o'clock we're gray. You're not seeing any snow, but there is the chance for a little batch of flurries or some light snow showers to move through after 8-9 o'clock tonight. The main event actually comes in just before sunrise. Take a look. 6 o'clock here tomorrow morning. A wave of snow and snow showers moves through between about 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock. And then by noontime, the sun is out. We're expecting a coating to maybe an inch in the valley from this snow, maybe a little bit more in the way of snow in the Berkshires, especially the northern Berkshires. But the bottom line is we get a few hours of snow and then we're dry for the rest of the day here tomorrow. High temperatures will be back up above freezing. We expect a high in the mid-30s. We'll update what Christmas and, of course, the first day of Hanukkah looks like with a 22 News Storm Team forecast on 22 News at 5.
Starbucks union workers expanded their strike this weekend in New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, and St. Louis. The 5-day strike began Friday in L.A., Chicago, and Seattle. Talks between Starbucks and the union have stalled with unresolved issues over wages, staffing, and scheduling. The union warns the strike could reach hundreds of stores by Christmas Eve. The Red Sox have made another move to bolster their starting rotation. Right-hander Walker Buehler is in agreement with the Red Sox on a one-year deal worth over $21 million. Buehler was a two-time All-Star and two-time World Series champion with the LA Dodgers, who he had been with since 2017. He played a key role in the Dodgers' World Series victory this year by pitching 5 scoreless innings in Game 3 and tossing a scoreless 9th inning in Game 5 to seal LA's championship. Tonight on 22 News, starting at 5 o'clock, holiday travel is expected to pick up this week with a lot of people hitting the roads. What you can do to ensure a safe trip to your holiday destination. Plus, Massachusetts was recently ranked the safest state to live in the country. We'll have what factored into this decision. And with temperatures below zero this morning, as Brian showed you, see how you can stay warm and reduce the risk of frostbite.
Traffic moving along just fine, thank you very much. Up and down I-91 moving normally, and the Mass Pike looks good. Even downtown Springfield, just some minimal delays right now at the I-91, I-291 merge in downtown. We'll update our snow chances for tonight and a warm up as we head through the rest of the week with a 22 News Storm Team forecast on 22 News at 5.
All right, Brian, thank you, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. Latest news and weather updates anytime on our website, wwlp.com, and the free 22 News app.